Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the gun guy. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm out here at the P2K Range again, and in a few minutes I'm going to start shooting a video for you. But before I do, I wanted to clear up a couple of things that might have been sparked by some earlier videos I did. One of which was on why concealed carry holders in California might not be able to help. Well, let's go over self-defense and how that really works, because most folks think self-defense is only one level deep, but that's not true. Self-defense is 4 levels deep, so let's go over them one at a time. The first level is learning how to defend yourself and acquiring a tool with which to do it. That's the first thing. And that's only one level. That's the one everybody likes to do because that's the tactical one, that's the fun one, and that's the one that everybody thinks is most important. I would submit that it is, because that's what's going to keep you alive if somebody wants to hurt you. Beyond that, you've got the second, third, and fourth level that most people never think about. And I brought them up in videos that I've done before, so I wanted to make sure you understood what they were and how to prepare for them. The second level is preparing for the ensuing criminal charges that may come your way after you've had to use a gun to defend yourself or someone you love or care about. It's very possible you might get yourself arrested, and that's not just the case in the state of California. That's pretty much across the board in just about any state. It's very possible for you to get arrested, and you want to prepare for that ahead of time. The third level of defense is to defend yourself against the ensuing civil charges when the person you shot or the family of the thug that you shot sues you for having shot him. And in many states, it's completely legal for them to do that, even though criminal charges may never be brought against you. That's not just a California thing. That happens across the country, so you want to be prepared for that too. That's 3. The fourth one is that for most of us, if we shoot another human being, we were raised in the United States, most of us, and brought up to believe that life is precious. Many of us have a religious background or religious beliefs. I do. I'm a Christian. I don't want to harm anybody. Now, I've shot at people and I've had them shoot back at me, but still, I don't look forward to ever having to do that again, and I don't want to harm anyone. If you're that way, then if you have to shoot someone in defense, I can pump up all the bravado I want to, and I can be the manly guy, but the truth is that that's going to bother me, and I'm going to want to have somebody to talk to. Now, in my case, I'll probably go talk to my minister and some of the brothers at church that I'm friends with and so on, but I also have good medical insurance that's going to allow me to go talk to a counselor if I need to after the event. And it's not just the event in which I defend myself, it's, gee, now maybe I'm facing criminal charges or civil charges, and there's some emotional stress to that. I mean, for crying out loud, I did the right thing and now they're after me. And you know, they can feel very violated by that. So that fourth defense is your emotional defense. That's taking care of yourself emotionally, which is going to help you and your family deal with the stress of having been in a violent situation and having had to act. So those are your 4 levels. Defending yourself, it's the first one. Get the tool, learn how to do it, get a permit if you can get one, have a gun in your home, whatever the case, so that if somebody tries to hurt you or your family, you can defend yourself. That's great. Amen. Go get some classes, do a great job. Awesome. Secondly, be prepared for that criminal charge that may come your way if you have to use that gun. Be prepared for that civil lawsuit that may come your way, is the third one. And the fourth one is make sure that you're prepared somehow to defend your emotional well-being by having somebody to talk to, whether it's a medical professional or a friend or a rabbi or a priest or some religious leader or whatever. Now, how do you prepare for those things? Well, the tactical stuff is easy. That's get a gun, learn how to use it, take some classes. Everybody likes to do that. That's the fun part. Well, now you're going to get arrested maybe. You shot the guy and now you get arrested. I would suggest that you assume you're going to get arrested. First of all, have some coverage in place. Now, the 2 things I use are I have a Legal Shield account. We have one for the company that I own half of, but I have a personal one too I've had for a long time, so that I have access to an attorney 24/7, 365. They used to be called Prepaid Legal, now they're called Legal Shield. I make exactly 0 money by mentioning this, so don't think I'm a shill, I'm not. That just happens to be one of the things that I have. Now, I also am a big proponent of second call defense. Again, I don't make any money mentioning them, but they are a company that provides you with an attorney, will bail you out of jail and those kind of things, and they only work with and for people who have defended themselves with a firearm, so you may want to look into them. If you don't remember it from the video, that's fine. I put some links down below for you so that you can find those companies and you can deal with them. As I said, I don't get paid to tell you this. I'm just trying to help you out. That way you've got access to an attorney when the cops show up, and you've 24/7, 365 to get an attorney to give you some advice on how to deal with the police. My suggestion to you is that you don't talk to them at all beyond somebody tried to kill me, Officer, I don't want to answer any questions without my attorney present. Here's the gun. Take me to the hospital. I don't feel very good. You know, make sure they check you out for stress, and then they're probably going to take you to jail. All right, now when that happens, how do you get out of that? So now you've got some legal coverage to defend you against your civil defense against a lawsuit, your criminal defense against criminal charges, and you've now been advised to shut up and don't get long-winded about explanations. Assume you're going to go to jail and know that's going to happen, and don't be afraid of it. Be quiet. You don't have to be disrespectful, just be quiet and let your attorney articulate what happened and how it happened. Now, that can happen after you're out of jail. Now, as far as getting out of jail is concerned, if you've ever played Monopoly, you know what a get out of jail free card is. I can't offer you one of those, but what I can do is make this suggestion. Here's what I do and what I teach my students to do. Get yourself a big envelope, like a number 10 envelope, and write on the front of it, bail me out. And then inside that envelope, put the phone number and contact information for a bail bondsman. Pick a big one in your town somewhere. I happen to have a personal friend who's a bail bondsman, so I put his name on there, but if you don't, find a big company. Here in San Diego, there's a bunch of them. So find a big company in your area, or find a national company if you travel a lot, and write down their phone number in that envelope. Then along with that, put down the number for your legal shield coverage or whatever the case might be, so if somebody needs to get a hold of an attorney for you, they can. And lastly, but also very important, pick a credit card that you happen to have that has some money on it, enough to get you bailed out, and write that credit card number down, the name that appears on the front of the card, and the 3 digits on the back. Make sure that information stays current. Put it in the envelope, close it up, seal it up, and give it to someone whom you know and love and trust, and who is going to keep that and bail you out if you get arrested for something. Make sure that someone is somebody whose phone number you remember by heart. Because when you get arrested, they take all your property from you, put it in a little bag, and it goes in it gets bagged up and taken away. Which means your phone is gone, your wallet is gone, your phone book, if you keep it in a phone book instead of your phone, all that's gone. And now you're in a holding cell, and you have to just start dialing, and you're dialing the numbers that are on the wall. Okay, I'll call this bail guy. And you happen to get the little bail guy who works for himself, and that's all he does, and you get his voicemail. Well, he can't call you back because you're in jail. And even if he does call you back, even if you get him, you can't give him any money, you can't give him a credit card number because you don't have a credit card, because it's been booked into property. It's been sealed up in an envelope, so you'll get it back when you get out of jail. You don't even remember your friends' phone numbers or your relatives' phone numbers, so you can't give him phone numbers to call because all your numbers are in your phone and you don't try to remember them anymore. You're hosed. You're going to sit in jail longer while the bondsman tries to find these people, somebody to co-sign for you to get you out of jail. On the other hand, you've prepared as I've explained, and you've given this to somebody that you know and love and trust and who knows what it's for, and you remember their number by heart. You get arrested, you go through the booking process, you're put in a holding cell, you got your phone number, your call, free call, and you dial. Hi, Mom, you know that envelope I gave you? The one that says bail me out? Yeah, well, I'm in jail, and this is the jail I'm in. Can you go get that envelope, please? Tear it open, call the bail bondsman, and bail me out. Okay, great, cool. Now you can hang up and not worry about it, because that person now has the credit card, they have all the information they need to call a bondsman and get you out of jail. Once you're out of jail, then go find an attorney. You can either use the services I provided to you just as advice, or find a local attorney, but find a local attorney in your state, in your area, that specializes in this kind of defense, and speak only to that attorney about what transpired. Don't talk to anybody else about it. Don't talk to anybody in the jail about it. Don't talk to deputies about it. Don't talk to police about it. Go talk to your attorney, and only your attorney, about what happened, because there's an attorney-client privilege. And let that individual go to work for you to get you out of trouble. That is the way that you can defend yourself against items 2 and 3. The criminal lawsuit and the civil lawsuit, or criminal charges and the civil lawsuit. Those things are bound to happen. Might as well set up a way to defend yourself against them to begin with. And then make sure you've got some good medical insurance. And that'll cover the last one, which is getting some help speaking to a counselor if you need to. One more thing about 2 and 3, the legal stuff. I have a rider on my house, $1 million insurance rider that covers me wherever I am. And that may help me as well. I don't know for sure that it would, but we do have it just for that reason, because we have our car insurance, our homeowners insurance, our rental property insurance, all with the same insurance company, and we have a big rider on that also rides on all of those properties and covers anything that we do off the property. So you may want to investigate that as well. This will help you, particularly in states like California where, gee, you want to help, but you feel like you're going to get crucified if you do. You may, and you want to make sure that you've got as much help already in place for you as possible. If you're carrying a gun, that's awesome. Make sure you've covered number 1. Now make sure you cover 2, 3, and 4. Remember, self-defense is 4 levels deep, not just 1. Anyway, thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. The button is around here somewhere. I think it's up there, but it could be over there. And if you haven't already joined the National Rifle Association, I want to urge you to do so. I'm going to put a link right here for you to do that. Now, if you happen to be on your phone or tablet or another device or your television, that's probably not going to show up. So I want to urge you to just go to the description. I'll put the link there for you too, and you can join the NRA there. You can save $10 and join the NRA for a year for less than the cost of 1 box of ammo. They're fighting against a lot of the stuff we have to deal with as gun owners and people who would like to be able to defend themselves, and I urge you to join to help them do that. Please also share us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those other places. It helps us grow the channel a lot so we can do more and better videos for you. Be safe, and thank you very much for watching.